Imagine making $7,800 in 24 hours, all from your dropshipping store. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, that was my reality, but I have to be completely transparent with you. Things weren't always this way. Many years ago, when I first got started with dropshipping, I was struggling just like you as well. Over the years, I've faced countless of challenges and setbacks, and there's been plenty of times where I've wanted to give up. So today I'm going to give you all of the source and even reveal how much profit was made. So sit back, grab a pen and paper, ready to take some notes, because by the end of this video, you're going to have all of the knowledge to be able to skyrocket your own dropshipping store. So first things first, let's look at the actual results. So inside of the Shopify dashboard here, you can see that we've currently done around 4,000 euros for today, probably end around 4,000 euros for the day. And if you have a look at the 7,000 euro day, we done 7,111 euros, which is about $7,800 when you convert it from euros into US dollars. Now it's all well and good showing you guys revenue, and you'll see a lot of gurus out there showing you revenue screenshots and stuff like that, but how much of that was actually profit? How much did you actually take home? Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters. So first and foremost, let's look at the Facebook ads dashboard and see how much we actually spent to bring in that amount that we just had a look at. Now, if you have a look at the actual inside of a Facebook dashboard, here is the ad account that I was using for this store and still currently using for this store. You can see that we spent on May the 1st, we spent around 1,945 euros, which means we were sitting at around about a 3x on our spend, which is fantastic. One thing I do want to point out though is that we were actually spending a little bit amount on Pinterest, but I'll show you a full breakdown of how much profit we actually took home for this $7,000 day. So if you have a look inside of the profit app that I'm using Profit Calculator app that you can find on a Shopify store. If you look at the actual dates again as well, on the 1st of May, you can see here's what we spent in terms of revenue, but here's actually how much profit we took home, which was 2,300 euros, which is a significant amount. And if we have a look really quickly down here, you can see that we spent around this amount on Facebook ads, but like I mentioned before, we were spending a small amount on Pinterest ads. Now in terms of the profit margin, we were at a 32% and a 3.4x ROAS, which of course is fantastic for those results. Now you can't do these numbers without a product, and you may be currently trying to find winning products using TikTok ads library or Facebook ads library, but I actually used none of those methods. To your surprise, I actually found the product on Pinterest. Now Pinterest has its own ads platform, so there are dropshippers and brands advertising on Pinterest platform. Now to find them, you'll see that they say promoted by. For example, this is a brand here, Daz, which is like washing up liquid. But if you actually scroll down, you'll find more ads, and a quick way to do that is if you press Control and F on if you're using a desktop and then start typing in promote, you'll find stuff like this. And this obviously is a dropshipping store. I know that I've seen this product before. It's probably a trash product and doesn't work like this, but you can see how quickly you can find products like this that you could potentially go ahead and sell. So if you look inside a shop hunter here now inside my account, this is just a random store. You can see that they've been doing anything from around about 6k per day all the way down to around $300, which again, they may have got banned or whatever it may be. But what I like to see is that a product is actually making sales. And this is a tool that I've been heavily using to find out what their best products are and how much they're making. And if you want a discount code to use Shop Hunter, then if you use the code BEAST25, you'll get 25% off your subscription. Once we found out that the product is selling, we still need to run it through my 5-step framework criteria to make sure that it's still worth going ahead and testing. First is making sure that it's already selling. Now we validated that by using Shop Hunter. The second thing is making sure that it is either a product that solves a problem, or alternatively it's a wow, cool, quirky, unique product and has a passionate audience behind it. The third thing is making sure that I can actually source the product. It's pointless finding a product and then realizing that you can't source it from places like AliExpress. The fourth and probably one of the most important parts of this framework is making sure that there's enough profit margin in the product so that you can scale. So if you're getting a product for, let's say, $10, you want to make sure that you can 3 to 5x the cost of that unit. This is going to make sure that when you scale, your profit margins don't diminish to zero. The fifth and final part of the framework is making sure that there's existing content online that we can utilize to test our ads with. If there's no content whatsoever online for this product, then how on earth are you even going to test it out? It means that you have to purchase the product and film content for it. Now, we just want to test it out to validate whether or not it's something that we can sell and scale. If that's great, then cool, we can go ahead and order it in and get custom content. But to start with, we want to make sure that there's existing content online that you can can utilize to start with to at least get the ball rolling. Now, when it comes to building a store, the best way to do dropshipping in 2023 is using a concept store. Now, you may be wondering what on earth is a concept store. So let me explain. A concept store is a branded looking store with a generic name. Now, its whole sole purpose is only just to test the concept that you are trying to test out. It gives you the flexibility of a general store, however, it gives you the brandability and higher conversion rates of a niche and one product store. Since we're only going to be testing out 1 to 3 products every single week, we can get a higher conversion rate doing things this way. And if the product doesn't work out, then cool, we just remove it from our store or hide it. But if it does work, then fantastic. What we can then do is turn our store into a niche store by adding more products, or we can just simply focus on that one product and turn it into a one product store. So let me show you what a high converting product page should look like. And this is a decent example. So first and foremost, you can see that they have high quality product images. And these images, you can see that they've actually used Photoshop to put some things over it, which are benefits of this actual product. And doing this, you got to remember that most people will land on your product page and then they'll bounce off. So if you can put more information in those product images, then the better. And one example of this is going to Amazon. A lot of Amazon sellers do this exact same strategy. They put all of the information and overlay it on the product pages so that the customer doesn't have to scroll down. Moving on, you can see that they have social proof above the fold, which is these stars here, saying that it's 5 stars. You can also see that they have benefit driven bullet points, which you can have these underneath your price. And what else you can see here is they have a very good headline that tries to capture the person's attention to get them to continue to keep on reading. Because naturally, if you've got neck pain and you see something, a headline that says relieve neck pain naturally in minutes, you're gonna be curious enough to read the rest of this page. Then they take all of the benefit points of this product and break it down into different sections. So they have the results, without and with the actual product itself, how does it work, who it's for, and reasons why you will actually love this product. Next, they have some testimonials, which you always want to put in. And finally, FAQs. You want to make sure that you are answering the questions that people may have so that they don't have to go off the page and search for them elsewhere. The final thing you want to do is offering a guarantee. Now, a guarantee is going to remove any of the friction that the customer may have. One thing that works really, really well is a 30-day money back guarantee. Hopefully you're enjoying this video, but if you want to take your learning to the next level and personally get my one-on-one help, then make sure you apply for the coaching program down below. We have opened up limited spots, so click the link down below, apply and see if you'd be a good fit for the program. Now, the part where most people fail when it comes to dropshipping is running ads. I've spent over $5 million on Facebook ads, so it's my go-to choice for all of my dropshipping stores. Now, the main thing is that you just pick a platform and you stick to it. You can use Facebook ads, you can use TikTok ads. I specifically use Facebook ads for this example, but you just want to pick one, stick to it and master it. The worst thing that you can possibly do is just chop and change from one to the other without mastering it, because that way you're never going to make any progress. So let me show you the Facebook ad strategy that I use to achieve these numbers. So for this account, this is the testing strategy that I used. I basically used an ABO campaign, which is ad set budgets, and setting the budget at the ad set level. Me personally, I like to start with anything from $17 to $18 or euros or pounds, whatever it may be. If your budget is a little bit less, then you may start with 10. Don't go with anything less than $10. It's not going to be worthwhile. All of these gurus out there telling you to test with $5, it makes no sense. You'll spend ages and the algorithm just won't learn. So what I also done is I only went completely broad with this, targeting this specific country, right? And what I done is I broke it down into 5 different angles, 5 different hooks, should I say, and creatives, and each one had basically the same video, but the first 3 seconds were different. So to give you an example, if this was hook 1, which was the caption says something along the lines of, 3 reasons why you need this product. And again, it would just be a different shot here and then a different shot here. Let's say, for example, this hook was point of view, you just purchased X product, and then goes into the benefits. So you'd have 5 different hooks, completely broad, and you would test out and see which one of these creatives or hooks will work in the best. Now, you're probably wondering how I structure my Facebook video ads, and I'll probably drop a video on that. And in fact, if you want me to do a whole video on how to create from scratch a Facebook ads video, then let me know in the comments down below. If you remember, I'm only going to test out a product if there is existing content online, so I would utilize that. But one thing I need to stress is do not, I repeat, do not rip and run someone else's creatives one for one, because for one, you're just going to get trash results, and for 2, you probably end up just going to get banned. You want to make sure that you're using multiple different clips from different sources, adding your own captions captions, adding your own music as well, and make sure that you're adding your own hooks into the mix as well. The first 3 seconds of every single video ad are the most important. You have 3 seconds to capture the attention. If you don't, then you've lost the sale. One cool thing you can do if you're struggling with ideas of hooks and angles is just ask ChatGPT what angles and hooks that you can use for the product that you're selling. Now, this is the scaling strategy that I've been using for a while. It's been working very, very well, and it's utilizing cost caps. And essentially cost caps is manual bidding, so it's something that's a little bit advanced for you new guys, or if you're new, you may want to just focus on lowest cost. But cost cap, essentially what we're doing is we're setting a bid, and Facebook's going to go out into the auction and try and get a sales for around the bid that we are bidding for. So what I usually do is I'd add in different bids, so anything from whatever the CPA is that we're getting inside of Facebook, I'd put that in first and then go up like $1 or $2 just so that we spread out the bids. Now, for most part, sometimes if your bid isn't high enough, then it's not going to spend. If your creatives aren't good enough and your bid isn't high enough, Facebook isn't going to spend. So that's going to protect you. However, if your bid is good and your creatives are good, you can get some very good cost per acquisitions by utilizing this model. Obviously, you want to make sure that you are using your best creatives inside of these ad sets. And finally, I personally like to have these at higher budgets. So starting off anything from $150 to $200, euros, whatever it may be, just so that they actually get some spend and that you can scale them. Now, I rarely do any retargeting since iOS 14, and I don't really bother with lookalikes either. I just mainly just stick to broad audiences and interests. And if you want me to do a full video breakdown of a Facebook ads tutorial, again, let me know in the comments down below and I'll try and get that video out for you guys. So hopefully you've enjoyed the transparency in this video, and as you can tell, dropshipping isn't dead in 2023, especially if you know what you're doing. If you personally want me to help you start and scale your own dropshipping store and achieve numbers like this in this video, then book a call down below to see if you would be a great fit for the mentorship program. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, and any comments that you do have, make sure you comment down below. And finally, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Your boy is trying to get to 100,000 subscribers this year, so help your boy out and smash that subscribe button. But that is it for this video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.